This show contains adult content. Hello everyone, welcome back to Sounds Like Crows. I would like to take a moment to thank all of our patrons, but this week thank you to Rentabot and Matt Birch, along with Aaron Blackston, Jared, Kyle Neese, Ariel Weiss, Suzanne Hagen, and Greg Gray. Deadlands, The Weird West, and the Savage World System are owned by the Pinnacle Entertainment Group, who you can find at peginc.com. Music on the show is provided by Rudy Zuniga, Levi Rojas, William Cartwright, Caleb Sunstead. With all of that out of the way, welcome back to The Weird West.
We all right, Tabitha? As Thaddeus sort of rises up, he had taken a seat on the top step. So, you seem to know so much about Crane. And, what could you tell me about that facility he's got there in Tombstone? It wasn't built like the rest of the architecture around there.
I was only there for the beginning. Most of our work, Louisiana, but many employees, all working towards the purpose of control. His eventual goal always in question kept from me.
Sure.
But dangerous. Many things, many walking abominations.
Right, I apologize. Maybe I was too vague with my request. When we came here, we were under the impression that we were gonna kill you. And I've been taking a look at a lot of the support structure you have around here. I've done some mining in my time. I'm curious about any weaknesses in the facility. We can bring it down, cause distractions, many different things, opportunities would present themselves.
Any facility with copious amounts of ghost rock, powder cake, but besides that, no. He has had many iterations, facilities. No doubt this one is mostly foolproof.
Abel is, to Thaddeus' reckoning, Abel seems to be in a slightly different world of thought right now. Distracted, thinking, like it's a good tactical question, but there's very little engagement from him visually as he's just sort of sitting there fiddling. And he just kind of breaks in with Miss Raines. What does a man like Thomas Crane care for?
His daughter.
Yep. Anything else?
I think that all goals stem from her, but...
What do you mean by that?
I mean that we all seek power for different reasons.
Yeah, we do.
For him in legacy, I would say.
Yeah.
His governorship is soon to follow if it has not occurred already. I'm afraid it's hard to keep up news this far west.
Yeah. He sort of trails off back in his own thoughts again.
Well, Abel, it seems to me that a prospective governor wouldn't necessarily appreciate himself associated with the type of projects that Miss Tabitha Raines and her colleagues have been participating in now, would they? You remember from your time with the Whigs, right?
He is shaking himself from his reverie and looks up from his hand up to Thaddeus. Yeah, Thaddeus, you're right. Thank you. I was drifting away there. Yes, you are correct. I think there are a number of ways we could hinder his progress. Although I must admit I am a bit biased towards the direct path.
You gotta think of the after, Abel. What say we go in there, we shoot him in the head, and it's done. Okay, but now we just shot a very famous politician. That ain't the kind of trouble I've ever been in my life, Abel. I'm sure as hell not gonna try to start it now.
That's fine, Thaddeus. I don't think you need to be in that kind of trouble.
Well, shit, I don't think you need to either.
Yeah, I guess so. Miss Raines, though I do trust the veracity of your statements, given my brother's assessment, I find this tale a little bit far-fetched. And if I may ask, what in the fuck was Hiram Crow doing mixed up with Crane in the first place?
My understanding, the goal was always your mother.
Well, at least they weren't ever friends.
I'm sure Crane saw it that way.
Yeah. And Thaddeus, I don't think Hiram ever had a friend in his life.
camera pans up from the fractal pattern of the marble floors of the plantation house of Thomas Crane. It pulls up onto the startling red dress of Meadow. What does Meadow Crane look like, Allie?
Meadow Crane tonight, her normally painfully straight hair has somehow been wrangled into little ringlets. It's looking very fancy, maybe effortless. She definitely did not do it herself. Her dress is somehow, I hesitate to use the word layer cake because that's not the image I want to evoke, but it's a very tasteful layering of frills with a wide scoop neck and perhaps a fancy looking necklace with a large rock. What kind of rock? You decide.
Diamond.
Ruby.
Oh,
Ooh.
ruby's good too.
Well, if it's too much on the red, but diamond's good because she's a diamond in the rough.
Maybe. Probably not.
About to go into the rougher.
Yeah, Jesus. She's just going to turn into coal again. Resting just below her clavicle is a large diamond pendant, and she descends the stairs looking maybe not as fiery as she had in her youth. She's a little older now, or at least that's what she's trying to give off right now.
Thomas Crane looks up at your eyes, Hiram. As he releases his hand, he turns around and sees his wife standing there. Oh, I assumed you'd be outside in the party. Apologies. Gentlemen, this is my wife, Meadow. Meadow, this is Malachi and Hiram.
I think without missing a beat, she gets to the final step and starts walking over to the group. Oh, you know us ladies always having to break away, powder our noses. Pleasure to meet y'all. Welcome to our home.
There's a shot of Mal, who stares in shocked surprise, quickly looks to Crane, muffles his expression, and then turns to Hiram with hate and betrayal in his eyes.
Hiram does not see this expression because he is focused solely on Meadow, and as he is addressed by her, he gives her even an inclining bow, puts a hand on his chest in a polite way, leans forward, and says, "Pleasure's all mine, ma'am. Lovely home you have here."
Oh, thank you. I decorated none of it myself.
She's being too modest. You played a large part in it.
Maybe not the color palette.
Decorated home and a decorated husband.
What more could a lady ask for?
Yeah, what's Meadow's expression? Like, what's Hiram and Crane reading off her expression right now?
I think it's the politician's wife look she has to affect, in just about every aspect of her life now. A very, not vacant, but a very pleasant overtone, very muted reactions to things. Her eyes are maybe a little, what's that word, sallow?
I think, too, you notice a bit of discoloration on, like, one of her cheekbones, Hiram, that's, like, covered up with makeup pretty professionally.
Hiram offers a polite but tight smile. "I think we all find what strikes a chord in our heart."
Certainly. Miss Nightingale certainly struck mine when I met her. I could not be a happier man.
Oh, Thomas, she says with like a very overblown eye roll, like, oh, this guy.
It's fakeness coming off both of them, at least especially to you, Hiram. Malachi and Hiram here will be business partners of ours. They're joining me and the justices on our prospects.
Well, I did see a little bit of a handshake when I was walking down the stairs. Seemed like business. Didn't really want to interrupt, but there's only one door to get back outside, and it's not on the second floor.
"Don't mind me, ma'am. I'm just a damn fool."
He certainly is that, Mal says.
Well, if it's been backed up by your friend there, I'll have to take you at your word.
Is it possible for Mal to catch your eyes, Hiram?
He probably could. Hiram knew that this moment was going to come. Now
Yeah.
Mal realizes what is really going on. So for all intents and purposes, Hiram is like writing Mal off, right? Like he will
Sure.
deal with Mal, but the fallout of this to Hiram is going to be far more time and energy than he wants to invest. Like Mal at this point is just a bleeding resource. So, I mean, it depends on what Mal does to try to catch his eye.
I think he just looks over. It's a shot of Hiram in the foreground and Mao in the background, who's like giving him death stare eyes with pursed lips, and Hiram is just smiling straight ahead.
I think Meadow is looking at Mal and sees what he's doing and realizes what has most likely happened, and she just has a flicker of raw sadness in her eyes when she realizes that he's just another dude that got used by this fuck.
Well, now all of us have missed the fireworks. What a shame. Hiram, you've been such a wonderful guest tonight. Maybe you can entertain my wife with your tricks.
Oh, tricks? What kinds of tricks?
This gentleman here appears to be a bit of a card sharp. I'd love to see what else he's got up his sleeve. Won't you show her, Hiram?
Well, since we've missed such a fine spectacle as fireworks, it only seems proper I should try to spread some delight of my own.
I doubt it'll be better than fireworks, but I got an open mind.
Oh, certainly not, but give the boy a chance. Come on, Hiram, let's see what you've got.
Oh, if you insist.
Hiram turns his smile from Crane to Meadow, still ignoring Mal. Well, I hope y'all ain't scared of the dark. And then he snaps his fingers and is going to cast Obscure. 2 and a 2, that's not good enough. I gotta Benny that. So 5. So the instant Hiram snaps his fingers, every light inside this room flickers out at once, plunging them all into pitch black.
There's a shriek from both Cyrus Call and from Mal.
Heavens!
Hiram reaches into his pocket and produces his lighter and flicks it on to create a small bead of light in the darkness. Well, I can't put him back on again. Sorry about that, but hope you enjoyed the show.
My God, Hiram, I did not expect anything of the like. What do you think, dear?
Meadow is very quiet, and the small flame is flickering in her eyes as her brows knit in very visible concern. I'm not sure I like that trick.
I didn't expect anything so flashy, Hiram. I was talking about a card trick, but you certainly are one to impress, I see.
Just my natural showmanship, Thomas.
What do you think of us going into business with this man, Meadow? You think we can trust him after all that?
Well, I know that you are an exceedingly accomplished businessman, and I trust any decisions that you make in that regard. You know that.
I am a lucky man. Thomas grabs Meadow's hand and pulls it up to his mouth, kisses it lightly before letting it fall and smiling at the group around him.
When he grabs for her hand, her other one twitches just ever so slightly. But she very demurely accepts a little smooch, if you will.
I think Hiram is paying attention to Meadow, so I feel like he does notice this small twitch, and his smile brightens a bit, and he says, "No special tricks needed to know that he is a lucky man indeed."
Thomas, this got so dark and I got a little spooked. I'm a little lightheaded. I think I might just head to the kitchen, grab some ice out of the box, cool off a little bit. It's just so hot. I'll be back in a little bit.
Of course, my darling.
Don't wait up.
I'll get some of the servants to relight it out here, and we'll go off and join the party, and we'll see you out there, won't we?
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Perfect. And then he motions outside and starts to lead the way as Cyrus starts to walk up behind him, leaving you with Mal. Is that cool? Or should you have to get yourself out of this? Like, should the conflict just be you and Mal, or should the conflict be they want to keep talking to you, but you fucking don't want to keep talking to them?
I feel like him and Mal is juicy.
Yeah, I think
cool.
Him and Mal is definitely a powder keg.
Thomas Crane smiles and clasps Call on the shoulder and says, "Gentlemen, I look forward to our time together. Please make yourself at home. Find some drinks and some good food and enjoy the company of my friends and the hospitality of my wife." Smiles, him and Call make their exit. Mal says nothing in response.
Hiram inclines his head to them and says, "Thank you, Thomas. We'll be sure to enjoy the hospitality that you're offering."
The same shot from the now darkened chandelier above as the doors are open for Thomas and Call, and the laughter and light from outside spills in. As they exit, the doors are pulled shut behind them, the thin layer of light spilling in through the door, slowly getting shallower and shallower on the figures of Mal and Hiram, both sort of standing staggered to one another. obvious in their body language, even from this far shot, the building anger inside of Mal. The laughter is cut short by the sound of the large wooden doors closing, and you and your would-be partner are left in the dark.
I think Hiram takes a moment in the silence, saying nothing, and then heaves a sigh that is somewhere between tired and relieved. Fishes inside his jacket for the cigarette tin, pulls one out for himself, pulls another one out, holds it out to Mal, not saying anything.
Mal takes it, and there's a silent moment as both men put cigarettes in their mouth. Hiram lights his, and as you extend the lighter to light his, he snatches it out of your hands angrily and goes to light his own. It's difficult for him to do this. He has to try multiple times, and you can see him getting frustrated as he tries to pull on it. And eventually, in his anger, it lights, and then he pockets your lighter. A sharp inhale, followed by a delayed exhale, precedes Mal's somber and quiet tone. This whole fucking time, Hiram? Really? How long did you know that we were going to come here? Have you just been leading me on? Is this the whole reason you found me again? I'm so stupid. I'm so
Malachi, do you love me? Do you?
He takes a long drag on a cigarette, blows it out in a long, deep exhale. Up until this point, Hiram, there was not a question in my mind, more than I've loved anyone. Hiram, you got someone right in front of you. I mean, even knowing this, even knowing you're here for her, I'm still in. You know, how fucked up is that?
This is the best situation for everyone, Mal. You got a new job? We got in with a man of importance, a man of power.
A job I'm now stuck in, Hiram. This is it. You heard him. If we try to leave, I'm dead. And now I gotta put up with you going after someone who doesn't even fucking like you. You think you can make her fall in love with you? You can't make that woman do anything. You're a fucking shit farmer from nowhere. And she's married to Thomas fucking Crane. Hiram. We're both dead if you go after her.
I don't need to go after her. She's gonna come to me. You just watch.
You
just
fucking
watch,
sack
Malachi.
of shit. You think she's gonna come to you after everything she said to you that fucking night? That's bullshit, Hiram. How can you even think that that is true? Please, explain that to me.
Well, I guess it's about as easy as you believing that there was something between us.
Fuck you. Mal turns around and walks towards the front door.
Get some air, have a drink, you'll feel better. Turns to the door that Meadow disappeared through, takes another drag, straightens his jacket, and starts walking in that direction. Not another thought.
Yeah, Miss Raines, I must confess, you have caught us a little bit off guard. Both with your establishment here, but also the your forthcoming and collegial nature.
It is easy. Convince when the truth comes out. Crane deals in lies. I hate to upset you that you have come all this way, but perhaps you should not have trusted him.
I think you misunderstand us if you think trust ever had anything to do with our arrangements. We're sort of over a barrel here, Raines, and sidling up with you is basically a death warrant. So if you can give us any other information about some of these shady accomplices you may have worked with when you were in his employ, any other facility locations that he might stockpile these sorts of things. I mean, he didn't just have Ghost Rock sitting in the hallways. He certainly kept it clean. You happen to have access to anybody who had schematics or something? Anything?
I mostly operated with him back east.
Shit, Abel.
And on his train.
I'm beginning to think we should have let Lucky and Daisy have their way. This isn't turning out to be much help at all, Miss Raines.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
Add more discomfort to a turbulent situation, but since we are friends, She lifts a eyebrow.
No.
That's a bold statement.
Then it pains me more to say children dead, likely. Yours. She nods towards Abel when it's not immediately clear.
Yeah, I put that one together. Daddies, that's all I need. If we're not putting a bullet in her today, then I think I'm good to go.
Yeah, Thaddeus has been sort of tugging at his beard with a little anxiety and sort of side-eyeing Abel as he licks his teeth.
Abel stands up, towering at his over 6 foot frame, aged as he is, and looks down at her. Miss Raines, we'll take the women. And, is there anything we can, in the spirit of rewarding your cooperation, is there perhaps anybody that you would like us to take a message to?
An interesting dilemma. I would just ask that when Crane bites the dust, he knows I helped.
I'll try and remember that.
We cut over to the other 3 boys that are still in the boiler room, perhaps closer to the large wooden ornate doors which they entered. You still see those 2 saucer-like eyes peering through the grate from above you, those tree trunk-like legs, 4 of them sort of roaming about above you, with its head bent over, looking through the grate. The small creature at the organ's bench is just shuffling around, keeping their eyes on you before turning their attention back to the organ and playing an ominous series of chords as the 3 of you are left alone.
Lucky pulls close enough to Harper that only they can hear each other speaking. Abel's out of his fucking mind, Harp.
I think Harper looks over his shoulder and makes meaningful eye contact with Lucky, and then opens the door and takes a step into the hallway, kind of gesturing for them to follow.
He takes a step through the doorway as he continues talking. Now how the fuck do we get out of here while blowing this place to fucking smithereens? 'Cause I ain't leaving this goddamn place until that lady's dead, and we have all those women on our ship. Now you and me come up with a plan, and let's actually do this shit.
What am I? Chop liver?
No offense, Ellis, Way, whoever's speaking to me right now. Whether or not you want to talk about Manitows and all that bullshit.
It's not bullshit, Lucky.
Listen,
it's
I
our
don't really
fucking
give a
reality
shit.
we're living in right
I
now.
really don't give a shit right now because I don't even know who's speaking. All I know is that my brother Harper right here and me know exactly what we need to do.
That's pretty cold, Lucky.
Lucky finally realizing what he's actually saying.
Hey, Boot, we're going back down to the ship.
Old Boot nods.
Harper, a little louder than Lucky had been talking, says, "We ain't gonna do any of that. We made a deal." And then he closes the door and then makes meaningful eye contact with Lucky again and kind of nods a single time. I'm going to take a quick notice, Caleb. Did any of those things follow us out into the hallway?
They did not.
Are you fucking out of your mind? As he winks.
Well, I think we start heading down towards the...
Let's do this.
Marshall, Isaac, you guys are okay with this, yeah?
Yeah, I'm down for explosion.
Oh, wait, hang on a minute here, boys. What's to stop all these guys from just shooting us?
I don't fucking know.
I just walk back to the boiler room and just open the door and yell up to Tabitha.
Hey, Miss Raines, you mind giving us a little bit of an escort so your men don't kill us? Just as a courtesy.
She nods. The small jumpsuited creature moves along the floor like a primate to one of the walls, presses a talkie box on the wall, and whispers into it. After a few moments, I think one of those technicians appears a bit wide-eyed, and the small creature points at the technician as he appears in the door, kind of weirded out by all these people around, and then points to the 6 of you and speaks.
Take them downstairs.
He nods, looks to you, and starts to take you down.
He doesn't have a monster with him, does he? He's just a dude?
Someone make some smarts rolls.
Smarts?
Yeah, do -1.
I will.
Harper's smart.
I'm smart
I
too.
love the shock on your voices.
That's 13.
Yeah, I got a 12.
Well, I think both of you can put together pretty quickly that the wires that Tabitha has running to her pins in her head probably don't exit this room. There's only so far you can deal with cords on pulleys and, before the friction and, I don't know engineering talk to explain what I'm saying.
Signal to noise ratio type stuff?
Okay, sure. Yeah. But these wires cannot run a super long amount of time. At most they're
Right.
1,000 feet. So, and I think you can put that together. That's why there's not a Manitou taking you down, because they can't go between floors while maintaining control. Yeah, the technician will take you back through the facility down to the boat.
I mean, we know the way.
I think we go the same exact way. He doesn't follow us down the pit, does he?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I think let's cut to the entrance of the pit. And yeah, as you guys get there and he like looks at the rope, he just goes, Dr. Rains was unclear. I'll stay here for you.
Yeah, you got some type of a crane or something to get us from up here to down there? Or we're going to have to climb again?
Yeah, you guys have a few minutes while he sets up the lift.
Hey, scientist man.
Yeah?
Where the hell do you keep all the women in this place?
Most of them are on the top floor. How do you know, Dr. Rains?
Well enough to be in her damn office.
I just don't think I should be sharing that sort of privileged information with you.
Oh, really? You don't think you should be sharing that privileged information with us? You fucking butcher. Why don't you just tell us what the hell we want and get it over with? Maybe clear your goddamn conscience.
Yeah, we know you don't want to be here. Most of y'all got kidnapped anyway. And that's my way of assisting whatever he's doing.
Okay.
Can I get a taunt?
Okay, sure. Yeah.
That's an 8.
They're on the top floor. Some are kept in the mission up top.
Is that all you fucking know?
Listen, we can take you with us.
Listen, I know. I've been in this facility a while. And no, I didn't get kidnapped. Yeah. What?
Lucky throws up his hands. Jesus Christ, relax. Is this thing ready or not?
He hits the button and it whirls up.
We fucking go down. We get some fucking dynamite.
Yeah, we go load it up with a bag full of dynamite.
We get my dead best friend. I think while we're down there on the boat, too, I want to have a bit of a conversation.
We also have to say goodbye to old Boot. We got a lot going on.
Yeah, this is just going to be talking
and Mayhew
for a while.
Probably.
So
Mayhew's not going to come with us, probably.
Well, wait, what stops us from just getting down there being like, old Boot, take Grace, give her a proper burial, or like, we'll meet up somewhere else?
Yeah, that's what we should do.
I want to keep my plan is to light some fucking dynamite with like a 2-hour fuse somewhere that's going to cause like a major explosion.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a fucking risk, but like
2 hours?
Our other option is that we could leave the fucking, the lift down and start firing off a bunch of shots to draw whatever the fuck is in this basement up into the facility. What?
That's wild talk. No way.
Well, no, we already met up at the basement.
I love a 2-hour fuse. I do not love starting.
Well, he said that there was a bunch of fucked up shit down there that he was hiding from.
Okay, but like, let's put them all on a boat, say like sayonara, and fucking let's go blow the fuck out of this place.
Should we just do this in character?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
A small short walk through the echoing halls with like footfalls in the background. You arrive at Old Boot's boat, Maribel.
Harper kind of lowers himself onto the deck of the boat and looks over towards Grace's corpse. All right, Lucky. What's our plan then?
You boys have been awfully quiet on the way down here. What's the plan? Where you the two brothers at up there?
Having a little bit of a chit-chat, that's all.
I thought that thing was going to go boom boom real quick.
Not too late for that, Old Boot. But I'm thinking this is a great time for us to part ways. Harp, I know it's going to be difficult, but we can't be lugging around Grace's body.
Listen, if our plan is to blow the fucking facility, all right, you can put long fuses on dynamite, Lucky.
What's your plan, Harper?
It kind of depends on what we want to do. If we want to blow the damn facility, right? Because if you're saying that there's fucking Manitow running through the pipes and all kinds of fucked up shit, let's take it out at the fucking source, right? I mean, this place had got to took fucking years to build. So even if we don't get her, the very least we can kneecap this facility.
With dynamite.
Well, yeah. I mean, those are all pipes. Who the fuck knows what's running through that? Could be a fucking ghost rock slurry. We get the right pipe and maybe the whole thing goes up.
Can't say I know a better plan, honestly.
I mean, it's either that or we just fucking start a fight and kill our way out of here. And if we were going to do that, we might as well have taken out Tabitha Rains while we were in the room.
Hell, we'd have to fight the whole Mexican Armada while we're at it.
That's going to have to be a long fuse.
Yeah.
I mean, Thaddeus' stuff is right there. There's got to be something like that in there, right?
Yeah, I got some dynamite from that room, and I'm sure you got some stuff on here, don't you, Boot?
You boys are welcome to take whatever dynamite I got in there hold there. And yeah, I got some fuses and stuff for the ghost rock mine down the end of Scraven.
All right.
I'm not opposed to this plan, but what are we going to do with that escort up there?
We fucking take him.
Just kill him?
No, listen. Maybe we just convince him that, come with us.
Taking a chance.
I mean, yeah. I mean, talk to the man. If he don't want in, we fucking put a bullet in his head. We just throw him down the pit. It don't fucking matter.
We'll just have Ellis knock him out, you mean?
A bit of bookkeeping. I think you guys probably left Ruben up with the scientist at the top of the lift. He would not come back down here.
Right.
Is Mayhew with you? Is he with you but not on the boat?
Oh, he's probably on the boat.
He's probably
Yeah.
on the boat with us, is how
Listening
I
to
pictured
this
it.
conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, so now I'm Ellis.
Hey, I'm sorry. I got a little heated, but let's not do this right now,
yeah,
please.
yeah, you're right. Listen, Harper, that's gonna be a long fuse. Someone's gonna notice that shit.
I don't know, Mayhew. What do you think?
I think I can find a way to set up some charges.
All right, Mayhew.
It's about time you did something.
How are you gonna get out?
Well, one of you would be setting charges with me.
Okay, where are we gonna set them? Up at the boiler? She's gonna notice that.
No, I think we just gotta find some key pipes that run through this facility. There's gotta be a place where, like I said, they got something explosive running through those pipes.
Absolutely.
You just get one spot and
This metal's something else, though, Harper. I've never seen anything like it before. I can't even ghost through it. We might just blow up a bunch of dynamite in a corridor and that'll be the end of it.
Hey, it's worth a shot, unless you know anything else.
well,
I don't know.
I mean, if we set it long enough that we got on the airship, she ain't gonna be able to communicate with them, and what the fuck is she gonna do? She's just gonna be happy that we're gone.
You think that if we blow the boiler, we might have a better chance?
Oh, hell yeah. But there ain't a chance that we're doing that with all those fucking things in there.
What if you tell them that I'm joining Boot? I stay down here with the dynamite, and after you guys are gone, I light it up.
You're still gonna have to sneak around in here by yourself, and if you want to do the boiler, I mean, she's still gonna have those fucking things in there.
Well, wait,
Yeah.
how you getting out?
Yeah, you think we're gonna leave you here by yourself with some fucking walls that you can't get through, and who fucking knows what else she's got to stop? I mean, she kills shit that can do what you do. I bet you she knows exactly how to take you out. This is the worst fucking place we could ever leave you.
This whole plan's falling apart.
I don't think so. I think that we fucking interrogate that scientist up there. I'm sure he knows which pipes will lead to something that can shake this place.
Well, Mayhew seems like he knows a couple of things.
Do my best, but I think Harper's got a fair point. The boiler's the best chance. Anything that is building up that much pressure be easier to set off a larger explosion. We have to find somewhere structural weak points, but this thing's inside of a fucking mountain, reinforced with steel. We're gonna have to go after power or powder.
Well, we do know where the ghost rock's at. Reuben told us that much.
You could settle just for destroying the power sources. Storm runs the wheels and the rods up top. If we could take all those out, they'd be without power, without food pretty quick. And
Yeah, then they just rebuild.
It's not enough.
I say we just figure out which one of those lines is carrying something explosive, and we just plant a bunch of dynamite on those lines.
What if he doesn't know? What if none of them are explosive? We don't know anything about this. Can't just assume one of these lines is a weak spot for this whole fucking facility, Harper.
yeah, it'd be real helpful to have someone with a keen eye for dynamite at the moment.
Well, we got one upstairs.
Either way, if we can stop Brains, we stop the head of this whole operation. We blow up the room that she might be in.
I just don't see a way that we're gonna get dynamite in there,
Boys,
Lucky.
what if we just say fuck Abel, fuck Thaddeus? We go up there guns blazing. We kill Rains. And then when we leave, we set the charge, get in old Boots' boat, and get the fuck out of here.
What about the girls, Ellis? If we don't save them, then this whole fucking thing, there's no point to it. Listen, I made a promise, all right? I told Grace I'd get them out, and I'm gonna get them out. If it fucking kills me.
No one's arguing with you, Harper.
Old Boo's been scrapping up and down with dynamite since before most of you were born.
No, Boot.
Well, I'm not going in there by myself or nothing, but I say maybe you and I are going together there, Alice, and you protect me, and we figure our way out of here after we set the charges. Maybe we could get close enough to the border when we wouldn't even be in it to set the charges.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
I mean, I guess we can just stall down here while you do that, and then we're all gonna have to walk up together or else she's gonna get suspicious.
Tell her I left with old Boot.
I mean, she ain't gonna believe that.
Why not?
Why would she? Just a one person unaccounted for now?
Old Boot needs help with the ship,
I don't think she's gonna believe that.
especially in a storm like this. He can't do that by himself.
I mean, they probably know about Mayhew's and the others. Doesn't really make sense that you would be gone.
I don't know, it's a risk. I mean, it would take some convincing.
Hey, we just have to stall.
All right, here's what we do. You and Boot go now. Take some dynamite, start planting it around. We'll try to convince this scientist to join up with us, or at least shut his fucking mouth, right? We just stay down here until you plant it, a few places. We meet back up and go.
And then we light the charge
You
before
like?
we leave.
Listen, Ellis, we're gonna get on a fucking boat and we're gonna leave. Worst case scenario, they find it, they put it out, no damage done. She ain't gonna send anybody after us. She don't care, as long as she gets to do whatever the fuck she's doing.
Your brothers are a liability.
We're down here. We can go up there and kill that son of a bitch anytime we want. You're fucking sneaky as shit from what I've seen of you, Ellis. You can make it in there, set some charges, come on back down to the boat. Fuck it. Your brothers want to die for that bitch, let
That's the
them.
stupidest fucking thing you ever said, Mayhew.
Well, you ain't making a lick of goddamn sense, are you, Harper?
I think I got the
You
best
think
damn
any
plan.
of these fucking plans are gonna work? Someone has to fucking die here. Whether it be fucking less than 100 women, who gives a shit? Harper, your friend died, I'm sorry, we've all lost fucking friends. Get over yourself.
Would you die for this cause, Mayhew?
Bet your ass. But I'm not dying for your fucking cause without a little bit of backup. If you're asking me to go in there and die while you escape with your brothers willy-nilly, fuck you. If you want me to go in and sneak in with you to set some charges in the boiler room or set them while you draw them out, fuck it, I'm in.
All right, boys, what's it gonna be? Now or never?
What the fuck's our plan?
All bad.
Our plan
It's
is
all bad.
have a strike team with dynamite go up to the boiler room or a place close to the boiler room. Old Boot said he might be able to, like the hallway or what?
Sure.
Yeah, I think what that comes down to is that's a demolition roll that's way harder if you're not the boiler room.
Yeah, but it's Old Boot.
But the rolls wouldn't be made until the dynamite exploded.
I would have to help Old Boot blow it up.
Well, basically, the way I see it is that you guys go up there, you guys plant the bombs, you guys fucking light the fuse, and then we're on a 2-hour time limit
Exactly, to get out.
of like
we
trying to
wouldn't,
go
though.
up
We
there
can't do
as
that, though.
calmly
Why?
as humanly possible.
Because that's what we're trying to avoid is the 2-hour time limit. That's the whole
I don't
point of
think
this
there's
plan.
avoiding that, dude. I think it's literally we go
I
up there.
100% think that no matter what we do, there's a 2-hour time limit. The only thing that has to happen is we have to be in the air, in
Yes.
control of that airship.
Yeah, that's what.
with
That's
fucking
not what.
all the women.
That's
All
not
the
what
women.
Mayhew and Boot are talking about. They're talking about after you guys are fucking sailing into the sunset, we got a strike team go up there and blow it.
Oh,
So
Well,
we have to
fuck
do
Mayhew.
because the 2-hour fuse isn't going to work
why not?
because someone's going to spot it and it's going to
I don't know.
like it's like a big chance it might work.
Right.
Probably
It-
not.
It,
Yeah,
would,
but-
it would just be a
But
roll.
Mayhew
It'd be
saying,
another roll.
Mayhew saying, "Fucking, we just have a strike." It's a guaranteed thing if we just have people go set it up and blow it. And then
Yeah,
get
but
it.
if we fucking blow it, we're fucking shooting our way out of here. We might
Yeah.
as well fuck
but
the.
not if you guys are already leaving.
Well, yeah, but what the fuck? How are you gonna get out?
Maybe if I ghost, the blast won't kill me, and then I can get
It
out.
doesn't sound as fun to separate the party. I say
No,
fucking
I don't
we
know
do
how
this.
I don't know
and-
how I would rendezvous back up with you guys.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't want
You'd
to
have
do
to
that
come
shit.
down, get
And
on
as
the
soon
boat.
as the facility blows, everybody on the boat's going to kill you guys. But then we also have to hide it in the boiler room right there where Rains is.
which
and
is
that little
which is why
monkey
I think the fucking
freak.
dynamite thing's not gonna, or the boiler room thing is
What
it's
if
too
we
big
just-
of a chance.
Yeah. Well, where are you going to blow the dynamite then? Just some random pipe?
What do Isaac and
Oh
Marshall
my god,
think?
this is
Yeah.
getting too. I
I
hate
think
this.
if Mayhew goes back to the boiler room, Thaddeus probably kills Mayhew to show that he's willing to help Rains. Then we use that as
fuck,
a
dude?
use that as a distraction.
All right, never mind that.
Hard veto on you.
Shut your
Hard
mouth,
veto on
please.
you.
We're just talking about this dynamite.
Okay,
Well,
so why can't
I
we
think
sit-
Thaddeus probably kills Boot and
No, not
Mayhew.
Boot.
Okay.
I do have an idea, Caleb.
Yeah.
What if, I don't know how you boys feel about this. What if old Boot steps forward and he says, boys, I can do this mission. It's a suicide mission. He knows it's a suicide mission.
He's a greedy son of a bitch.
He's a greedy son of a bitch, and also you guys have to pay. If you're making a deal with the devil, you have to pay. You don't just get to win. You don't just get to get all the you don't get to get all the information, get the ship, and blow up the thing and save the girls. You don't get even 3 of those things.
Blazing glory.
You guys want a really good solution to this, and there's purposely not a good solution.
Caleb, please.
Old Boot and Mayhew spent a lot of time in the hallway. Would he know of any rooms nearby the boiler room that maybe there would be enough damage?
So what I'm thinking mechanically, if you plant dynamite in the boiler room, it is almost a guaranteed that you're going to take down the facility. If you plant it in the other rooms, it is a very hard demolitions roll to have it take down the whole facility. You know, a success, maybe disable, blah, 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 whatever.
Okay.
But
Fuck
a lot
that.
less
Boiler room
chance.
it is.
A lot less chance of it being spotted and taken down, right?
Right.
gotta
so
be boiler
it's
room.
It's that trade-off.
We
They're
gotta
gonna
blow up the
fucking
boiler
see
room.
it. They're gonna see the
We gotta
dynamite.
blow up the boiler room, and we gotta do like a cool ass.
I think we have to do one next to it.
It would just be dice rolling. Like, we'd figure out the odds when we get there, but it would just be a die roll to hide it, to find it.
Listen, Old Boot, what do you think our best chances are of blowing this place?
Caleb, we can't figure this out. It's on you, buddy.
Exactly.
Tell us what to do.
Exactly. You got it.
And
now.
if you kill us, we're fucking mad.
You're a bad GM if you kill us, dude. A bad GM.
Well, it seems like you boys always been at odds, but I never seen you outright go behind each other's back like this before.
Yeah, well, Sometimes our brothers are fucking stupid.
To be fair, Abel is acting out of character.
Now, I never had a family. You're the closest thing I ever had to that, Ellis, but, you and the rest of you boys said, well, blood's just a shit that runs out of people when they got holes in their veins. Ain't nothing to it. Your brothers, ain't making the right decisions, well, I reckon they ain't your brothers.
All right, that's enough out of you.
Well, you asked my opinion, and, we're here. I understand your friend just died, or whatever she was to you there, Hop. I'm real sorry for you, but you gotta ask yourself what you want in this situation. Gotta ask yourself what matters to you. You gotta pick the thing that does and hold on to it. For me, that's you boys. And for you, Hopper's saving the women up there, well, I think you gotta do whatever you gotta do to do that. Blood be damned.
We just blow up Thaddeus and Abel.
That's old Boots advice. That's old Boots advice.
All right, well, not listening to him.
I mean, we're in the room that he has to blow up, right? So it's fine.
I mean, honestly, I don't think you guys should fuck with this place, man. If you want to throw dynamite over the edge as we're driving away in an airship, okay. But
Just drive by.
Yeah,
But
sure.
you guys-
Sure,
World
that's
War I bomber style.
that's the meta thing to do. But what would fucking Harper and Lucky do? What would Ellis do?
That is the meta thing to do. I think they have to decide whether they're willing to betray Abel and his kids.
Okay, so the way I'm looking at this is that I don't see how. I mean, so Crane has your kids, right? And he sent us on a job to kill Tabitha, right? And he said, hey, if you kill Tabitha, I won't fucking kill your kids. I'll let them go. So how is us leaving without killing Tabitha going to save your kids?
I think the idea is don't tell anyone you didn't kill Tabitha. Take airship, go till it runs out of fuel, get horses, go to where you know his kids are or near there, and just fucking go in guns blazing because Crane will assume you're going back to him. It would take a little bit of information to find out exactly where they were. But I think I only know this because we talked about it at a game. But I think the idea would just be fucking go there and hopefully get there before he figures out that you guys backstabbed him and gives you order to have him killed.
And I think we're here with the awkward realization that we can't walk out of this one alive. Like, if we're just going to go kill somebody for Crane, sure, it's a simple errand. But I think it changed as soon as she had a fucking fortress full of monsters. For me, the calculus for Abel went like this. We kill her. It's the most straightforward option. Crane at least has kept his word so far. Sure. We get here. We're not going to walk out of this alive. First problem. Second problem. Crane's not quite who we thought he was. All right, fine. Let's try to not die. But apparently that's going to have, like, whether or not we kill Tabitha has zero impact on the outcome for the kids. So let's not have the boys die and let's go see if we can get the kids.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
his
That
kinda
makes
thought
more
process.
sense to me.
Because this is not the scenario we thought we were walking into.
Listen, Lucky, I don't know how we're going to make it out of this. Maybe we just cut our losses. We save who we can save, and we leave Tabitha to the agency. We can save 20-some lives right now, and we can get, hopefully, the kids. I don't like this any more than you do. But if we're going to get out of here alive, enough to get Crane, the man who murdered Ma, the man who murdered Ellis, the man who took my fucking arm and my fucking eye, and the man who killed my best fucking friend. We save the girls, we leave Tabitha, and maybe one day we come back. Look at me. Maybe one day you and I come back and we handle this.
Oh, I sure as hell am.
That's a fucking promise. But right now, we gotta try to save as many lives as we can save. If we start fucking with this dynamite, I think they got a point. Maybe we don't come out of here, maybe nobody comes out of
It
here.
was easy enough to sneak in here once. We can do it again. Let's just get those girls out of here, Lucky. And Mayhew, you should just leave with Boot.
If you boys want to bail on the fucking mission of morality, I guess that's up to you.
I'm not bailing on it. We're just
Fuck you.
postponing it. Mayhew, listen. Where can I find you?
He looks into your eyes. Make a persuasion roll. Flat.
I got a lot of bennies here. All right, I'm going to use a benny. Should I use the blue one to add a d6?
Well, what'd you roll?
I got a 2, so I just have to get a 2.
Yeah.
What are the chances it's going to roll 1 twice?
Yeah.
Can I do another?
Yeah, and you can reroll all three now.
Can I just add another d6 with
Yeah.
a red? There we go. 8.
When you coming back?
As soon as we're done with this Crane business, if I'm still alive.
God damn it.
Whatever, you've been fucking waiting here for how many years on this?
It'll give us more time to prepare now that
Yeah.
we've seen the belly of the beast.
We got you further in 3 days than you had by yourself in fucking 3 years, Mayhew.
Well, my cover ain't been blown yet, right? Y'all kidnap me or some shit.
Right.
Fuck.
Will make you feel better if I shoot you in the leg, give you a little cover.
I'll go back to Los Angeles. I'll recoup. If I don't hear back from you in 2 months, I'm gonna move on, but I'll keep checking back for telegraphs.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. And we'll meet back up.
You good with this, Lucky? Listen, I fucking know, okay? I know. But we gotta save what we can. And Harper reaches out his right hand.
Lucky slowly nods. Yeah, the 57, they wouldn't have survived if we took them anyways, right? He says this trying to convince himself, and he doesn't believe it, but he grabs your hand anyways.
Harper nods.
It is, you want any supplies off the boat there?
I think you've given us
I
enough.
got some whiskey, I got a banjo, I got a little bit of gold you could have.
That's all yours, Boot. I would say goodbye.
Got some fuses, I could come with you.
Listen, Boot. We've said goodbye, what, 2 or 3 times?
Yeah, it is, but this time it's real.
Nah. No, Boot.
I kiss old Boot right on the lips. And I say, if this is goodbye, it's going to be a good one.
All I ask is that you take care of Harper's friend here.
No, she's coming with me. Bring her on the airship. I gotta take her back to her family.
Fine. We'll take... In that case, you save that whiskey for yourself, Boot, and I'll see you again someday. How about that?
Well, you know I'll just be scrapping up and down to California's. Take care of yourself, Ellis. Don't let your brothers get to you.
I'll try my best.
He goes in for a big ol' hug. Both of his arms are definitely under your arms.
All right, bring him in close. It's probably not pleasant for him, but... Oh, I think at this point I've definitely changed back into my fucking...
Fancy clothes.
My fancy clothes.
Ah, okay.
Holding the mask in my hand.
Ellis, I'd say see you in the next one, but I think that's out for you, my friend. Goodbye now.
Yeah, good luck to you, Boot. Smooth sailing.
Let's go, Maribel. Taps the top of it as he goes to start it up.
Ellis just takes that mask and straps it to his face, puts on his hat.
Harper leans down and picks up Grace and starts moving through the tunnels.
There's a shot of everyone climbing up that little cliff embankment onto the tunnels to go in, and Lucky's the last one behind. He stops in the boat as everyone clambers up the cliffs. I mean, not 30 minutes ago, you were with all your brothers, and then 2 of them went away. Now it seems like 2 more are gone. We see Lucky climb up. End of episode. Thank you for listening to Sounds Like Crows. I'm Caleb Sunstead, and you can find me on Twitter at MarshallCaleb. Thaddeus Crow is played by Marshall Sims at Mr. Malicious1 on Twitter. You can find him, me, Cameron Reed, and Alex on our other podcast, Omen's Call. Abel Crow was played by Isaac Sunstead at Abel the Crow on Twitter. Ellis Crow is played by Alex Horrell, who you can find on Twitter at Alex Horrell. Luciano Lucky Crow was played by Cameron Day, who you can find on our patron Discord server, The Crow's Nest. Harper Daisy Crow was played by Cameron Reed, who's on Twitter at CJReed211. You can follow the show on Twitter at Sounds of Crows, or find our contact information at soundslikecrows.com. And please tweet at us at Sounds of Crows with the hashtag LuckyPlease. Hashtag LuckyPlease. And a message you want us to talk about in character. A huge thank you to my good friend Doug Nesbitt for coming on the show and portraying Hiram. You can find him on his show RPG for You and Me at rpgforyouandme.com or in any podcatcher you might find. Their show is on Twitter at RPG for You and Me. Feel so lucky to have him on the show. Thanks, buddy. That's it. See you next Monday.